Hello, my name is Miv, and today we're going to be reviewing a defeat. Yes. We got beaten.
Battle starts.
But I still think it was a good game. Good enough to review. And the important thing is, you learn more from defeats than you do from the victories. It's all about improving on the things you're not doing so well, right? So that's why we're going to check this game out again. So I don't want to be like, I did everything I could, when potentially, probably could have done more. So we're starting out the game in Vanguard, and we're going to go sort of broadside, get all them guns facing at the enemy, waiting for them to also potentially be broadside as they move into different positions. It's a good chance to get an early advantage.
Nice work. Enemy force detected.
Now I see a lot of people, when the opposition ship first appears, they fire straight away, and I think I want to avoid doing that personally. Wait for them to make a mistake. Shooting at an angled battleship, you're not going to yield any damage, and potentially more valuable target might pop up, like a radar cruiser or a DD. But nothing appeared, so we took the shot at a Maggie in the end. And it was a shot for free. He's moved behind the island. He can't retaliate. I'm no longer spotted. So it was basically 7,000 damage. Absolutely for free. I moved forward initially to try and catch a Maggie broadside again. By happenstance, the Megami appears. Again, another free shot. And Maggie's not seen these shells coming. And as a result, he doesn't dodge, and we get the Citadel. He does know we're here now. So the next shot, planning ahead a little bit, he's probably going to maneuver in some fashion. They usually like to turn out. So I plan ahead for a little bit of a turnout. It's hard to predict. Sometimes you miss, especially at 15 kilometers away. They've got plenty of time to watch shells come, but boom! First blood. Another Citadel. And we didn't really do anything too special. We're not getting giddy and pushing in. And Charlie Cap's ours now. 2 DDs on there. The carrier's lingering about. There's no need for us to be there anymore. So I decided to go to A flank. They're struggling a little bit. They're down on numbers. They're losing the cap. So I'm going to make my way over there. But again, I'm not just going to go in guns blazing. Maggie got away with that a bit. Never mind. Just checking the team sheet again to see what we're up against. Try and take a quick shot at Neptune. But unfortunately he moves pretty much as soon as I fire my guns. So we whiffed that one. Like I say, we don't want to go pushing this too aggressively. There's a Hayate that can do us a lot of damage. The Brandenburg secondaries can do us a lot of damage. And there's a Soyuz somewhere behind the island over there. Taking the shot at Hayate was probably the best choice. Presents the biggest danger. You always want to try and get DDs out any opportunity you can. Mainly because, one, they can sneak up and do a lot of damage to you, but they can also just sit back and provide their team spots. And the longer you're spotted, the more damage you're going to take, so getting rid of DDs is really important. As I'm trying to tell the carrier right now, but I don't think he's too interested. I decided to switch to HE. Mainly for the Soyuz, but it's a valid option against Brandenburg. Obviously, with them being broadside, I'd prefer to have AP loaded, but it doesn't work like that all the time. Ochakov, that's going to be another problem ship, but he's way too far away for me to realistically get a decent shot on him, so I'm going to carry on with Soyuz at the minute. Keep him distracted. There's some big guns that are focused on me at the minute. Just took my time with the shot on Hayati. I don't want to miss and let him get away with it. I'll pop the reload boost as well just to make sure we get that kill over the line.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Now our battleship in mid decided to push a Neptune, and I don't know whether he thought Neptune didn't have torps, but there's no way he should have lost that engagement, but he did, and that's left us really vulnerable in the mid now.
That was a great battle. Negative.
But I've got a Soyuz to deal with, I've got a Brandenburg to deal with, I'm busy myself. Just going to keep peppering Soyuz with HE, making sure I don't turn too far broadside. I don't want to allow Soyuz to be able to punish me in the fashion that he can do if I present him too much. Now I probably, if I was paying more attention, I probably could have took a shot at the cruiser there. That's in B cap. That was a missed, potentially a missed opportunity. I'll never know because I didn't look, but we could have got a cap reset. We could have damaged the cruiser. That wasn't necessarily expecting fire from this direction. So if I had my time over again, I probably would have at least had a look over to B to see what was happening.
Requesting assistance.
Bit of an awkward shot on Ochakov. My line of sight's skewed by the island cover. Ochakov's, everybody knows Ochakovs can dodge. Got a fantastic rudder shift, especially at this distance. They're hard to hit, but I think I should have still took the shot anyway. But we get a decent salvo on Soyuz. Keep the APs loaded. We can pump some into his superstructure. We've not really put too much damage into his superstructure, so when he's got that little health,
Battleship destroyed.
APs should be enough to get you across the line. Now with Brandenburg, I've got no more room to run away, really. So my plan was to try and get behind this island, but Brandenburg turns out, uses his speed, keeps me in eyesight, and then secondaries just start to do their work. Still feeling pretty confident about the engagement though.
The ship is on
I'm not
fire.
sure why he sent them torps. They're never going to reach me, so I'm not too worried about them. I do decide to damage con the double fire. That's in that position. I think that's a mistake. With Brandenburg secondaries and a carrier about, they're more than likely going to set another fire on me, and I'm just going to have to let it burn. Whereas if I've got two, I can damage con at any time and pop my heal any time and repair most of the damage back.
The ship is on fire.
But by this point in the game, we've lost too many teammates and too many caps to really have a realistic chance. of winning anyway. But now I'm triple fired and 40 seconds away from being able to damage con it. I've got no chance of rescuing the game regardless. So I think being a bit more wise about my damage cons would have helped in this situation. And who knows, potentially we could have done some more. Pervader's pushed in. A Salvatore Pervader. If we get good RNG, he can be out the way. And then we're just left with a low health cruiser, an Ochakov and a Yuga. It's not impossible, that's what I'm trying to say. So yes, I thought we had, overall we had a decent game, but there was a couple of things that we could have done better to try and rescue it from being a certain defeat. If anyone else has got any suggestions, by the way, I'm always open to suggestions. I don't see everything. So if there's something you'd have done different, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, cheers for watching.